And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you.
No, I don't take. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning. It's so weird to
Yeah.
say good morning.
I know it's different to say good morning. Yeah. So normally I usually greet everybody with good evening. So this is actually good morning. A different. We've done this before with the show. Sometimes due to Flickr issues and whatnot, we have to start a little bit later. Sometimes this morning. But anyway, good morning, everyone. So we'll go ahead and get started. I've got some Facebook, Teresa's Mandela Reality Residue Hunters Group stuff to present. So we'll start there, and then we'll dive into Flickr. Do you want to do some shout outs, Esther, before we begin?
Oh, yeah, I was actually just looking through them. I was just getting to the top of the page. Yeah, hi to Super Mario Brothers. It was weird. His very first comment was deleted. I don't know what happened to it. He said, "I'm first."
I don't know what happened there. Yeah,
this morning. I don't know what happened to it. That's why I said congratulations on being first. Then hi Overprotected with a lot of ones. Sag Arm is here. Hello. Of course, Brian and Sandy. Hold on, I'm trying to get by you guys' names for Noise Guru.
Who was it that said? Sorry, who was it that said they wanted some coffee, or that we better have some free coffee and donuts?
That was Jose.
Who?
Sagarm, Jose.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's funny. Yes.
I was making some coffee and donuts.
Definitely got to have that percolator, right?
Yeah, I have my instant coffee this morning, so I put hot cocoa in it and some wafers from like they're like those candy melts, and it saved me a trip to Dunkin'.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Good to see everybody's here. So Teresa couldn't make it this morning, but she wanted me to present some stuff from her group. Have you guys ever heard of honeycomb ice before?
No, that's new for me.
When I think of honeycomb, I think of bees, and I also think of honeycomb cereal. I know that's weird, but this is where ice begins to thaw out in the spring from the heat of the sun. The water on the surface of the ice seeps through thin cracks and pores in the ice. These cracks form a honeycomb pattern due to hexagonal structure of the ice crystals. So, what do you think about that? This was Teresa shared this on October 5th. It's pretty interesting. Like, look at it. There's ice crystals that form, and it looks like this.
Yeah, that's new to me, and I live in New Hampshire. I mean, the ones with like the little shards of glass I've seen in like ponds and stuff where there's like running water, but not like that. It doesn't look like the honeycomb. It literally, it's just like, it's like icicles kind of like in it, because it thaws out and then it refreezes, and it's because it's running water, so it pushes it upwards. But
yeah,
not like
these yeah, not like that. I've seen, of course, big. This is the time of the year it starts to get colder. You see ice that drips from like your gutters, and you'll get those icicles hanging down. Some of them could actually be deadly. We talked about that before. They could actually fall and hurt you or whatever. So yeah, be careful with those. This is interesting though. I've never seen this before. Honeycomb ice.
Yeah, I'm hoping to look and see this winter and see if I can see some, because I've never seen it. And I mean, I used to go ice skating on a pond, and we used to, that's mostly where we would go, is on ponds.
Hey guys,
New Hampshire. So
before we get to the next one, Brian, can you lead us in a prayer, please? Noise Guru is having heart surgery next week. He's in the hospital.
Oh, no way. Oh.
Yeah, he said he was in the hospital.
You say for Noise Guru?
Yes.
And
I
what
am
is
so
it again?
sorry, Noise Guru.
What kind of, wait, what is it? What surgery? Or what?
Heart surgery.
Heart surgery. Oh my gosh. I am going to pray
Okay.
that everything works out okay. I really hope you
So-
feel better soon and that the surgery goes well.
Okay, Heavenly Father, Master Healer and Protector, we come before you today with heavy hearts and hope-filled spirits. We lift up Noise Guru to your loving embrace as they prepare for this heart surgery, a path unknown and filled with fears. Guide the hands and minds of the medical team. Let your wisdom and precision be with them at every step. May the instruments be an extension of your healing touch, and may every decision be aligned with your perfect plan. Lord, we ask you to please help Noise Guru with strength and courage and a heart that's calm and trusting in your divine care. May they find solace in the love of those around them and the knowledge that many are praying for their well-being. So, God, we ask that you pray with us here and surround Noise Guru with your comforting presence, and let your peace, which surpasses all understanding, Lord, guard their heart and mind. And guys, may they emerge from this journey with renewed health, a testament to your boundless mercy and grace. For in times of trial and uncertainty, we lean on you. Lord, you're our rock and our refuge. We ask this in faith, believing in your power to heal and restore. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So,
Oh gosh.
yeah, our blessings are with you, Noise Guru. And so this next one here comes from Anthony Rogers. So apparently it's a myth that wearing black clothes makes you hotter in the summer. Well, it was a fact for me. And honestly, when I first read this, I was thinking hotter as in like more glamorous, like, hey, that person's hot, like that's what I was thinking when I first read this. But according to this, it's saying it's a myth that black clothes make you hotter. In fact, some cases, black clothing might actually keep you cooler. Whether you should wear black or white in the sun has intrigued scientists enough. They've done studies with infrared cameras, so just to prove it. And like people that live in the desert, they wear that black sort of clothing. Kind of makes you wonder. Okay, are they wearing it to keep them cooler now? Is that a Mandela effect for you? Because I was told that not to buy a black car. And I know this is different from clothes, but it's the same principle because black attracts sunlight, right? You think.
Black absorbs the sunlight
Absorbs.
and
Yes.
off.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, but it's a myth. They're saying it's a myth now.
That can't be a myth. I had a black car. It was like 300 degrees in the sun. No way. That cannot be a myth.
Well, maybe that's in your current memory. So maybe it is a true Mandela effect. If you were to blast from the past, take this car that you used to own and bring it to the future now in this timeline, reality, whatever you call it, timeline, reality, whichever one coincides with what you believe, I guess, then maybe it doesn't get 300 degrees in that car in this reality. Maybe it only gets 150, So
No, I agree. This is 100% a Mandela effect. If it's a myth in this reality, it's 100%.
I would love to see that tested in actual science. Anyway, this next one here. So this is Rachel Casada. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but watching Gilligan's Island and found some banana residue. Check out the bananas. Look how they're pointed down like we remember. If you look at bananas, it's an older Mandela effect, but bananas, they tend to grow upside down now.
No, they don't tend to. They do grow upside down.
That's what I'm saying. They do.
Yeah.
So bananas are upside down in this world, and so are many other things.
That's great residue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this next one here. Yes, it is. Great residue. This next one, it's a short video by Sanjay Nathan, October 1st, posted about, did you know motorized scooters were invented over 100 years ago?
Yes, because we covered it. And so it's been in Teresa's group like 5 times now.
Yeah. Yeah, this may be an older one that just resurfaced, but it's definitely interesting. You guys can see. I don't want to play sound because it might be copyright, but
Yeah.
I could, I think I could imagine like um, maybe post office workers using it, or just people wanting to do leisure stuff. But how long do you think they lasted? That's a good guess. Maybe that's what ultimately did them in at the time. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe it was just for maybe half a mile down the road. Maybe I don't know.
It might have been
I don't
maybe
know why they
like
just
people like were rich were the only ones that could afford it. Maybe
that
it's
might have been the
possible.
case because any new technology is going to cost a lot, such as the case of the VCR. When my
I
dad
mean,
bought a VCR from PC Richards or PC Richard and Son, whatever it is,
mhm.
that VCR was $499, and that was the floor model.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if some of these technologies didn't emerge faster because they didn't. Because nowadays, like we have technology happen and then we quickly get it cheaper. We find ways to make it cheaper. But back then, they always wanted quality and everything like that. So they might not have like worked a way to make it cheaper to get into people's homes because they didn't like push technology back then. So that is quite possible that maybe
Uh-huh.
that's that. I mean, it's a plausible explanation for why we didn't have motorized scooters like common or technology is common like 50, 60 years ago because technology wasn't pushed back then like as it is nowadays. I think people were just like, whoa, technology shouldn't be taking over. I think people had more like smarts in a lot of ways where technology shouldn't be doing this, where we should be doing it because we should be taking care of our, walking and doing other things for our health and mental. Like they've done so many studies on cell phone use with children and stuff, and it's not always a good thing. Sometimes it can be hurtful. So I could see where maybe they were pushing off technology for a little while because of
Yeah,
just the whole.
but could it be a case of somebody time traveling back in time to present technology to someone? That's what I'm thinking because we have old footage and old pictures, photographs of people that have iPhones like that one. Like I don't know if it's fake or real, but you decide for yourself. There's somebody at a boxing ring back from the past, but they had an iPhone in their hand taking pictures.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
explain
I
that?
mean, I'm just saying that like it's possible that there are ways of like, maybe the technology was there and got buried, or it wasn't introduced and somebody went back and changed it. However, I don't know how like time travel, if that's even possible, if it works. I don't know. Some believe that time travel has happened and they've gone back and they've created plants that never existed and things like that. And it is possible. So
Yeah.
not saying that somebody didn't
Yes.
go back and change the timeline. That's
Yeah.
possible. It was more of an alternate possibility of maybe they just were like technology. We don't want to progress it too fast or whatever. They buried it, for whatever reason. It is possible. So just saying like likely scenario for either way. It's more like a man excuse, I guess you can say in my mind, to where maybe that could be a possibility. But it's kind of interesting though. You think about it like the olden days when they just looking at even like bombs and stuff like that. There was like a grenade or whatever, and it was like, whoa, that's like technology above our brains can compute. And I think they do have to like be careful with how fast they present technology, which now technology is just like, it's like, why don't we have that yet? So we're kind of the opposite. But yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, yeah, it's very well possible that somebody from the future traveled back in time and made them, but because, like I said, their brains couldn't compute the technology, it didn't get off the ground. Maybe they were
Right.
trying to
Well,
present
you're going to see a lot
technology.
more. You're going to see a lot more things, a lot more advancements now that we have AI technology helping us out.
Yeah,
For
it's sort of
instance,
like it is. It's kind
like
of like
I'm seeing great possibilities with like medical in the medical field because they don't have a cure for blindness just yet.
mhm.
Um, but maybe the AI can somehow figure it out. That would be wonderful. Things like that because a vast majority of Americans are there are a lot of them that are blind, including myself. I'm partially blind in my right eye, as you guys know. So yeah, I'm hoping that technology will advance enough to be able to help with that.
I
And
had been
also,
talking, Brian, and I was muted, but I wanted to let you know there are some forms of blindness that have been cured in a sense, like with the cochlear implant. No, cochlear's for hearing. There's an ocular implant. I'll find it and send it to you, but
okay,
there are advancements being made right now. Is what I'm trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah, well, luckily for me, at the time, the doctors were able to slow down the glaucoma that I had, and then later I ended up with getting cataract surgery, so I don't have to wear glasses anymore. So you guys probably see my earlier videos. I was wearing glasses, so that we're but you can't fix what was broken, like with the peripheral vision that I've lost. That cannot be restored unless they can go in there and reshape the retina somehow, the in the back of the eye. Uh,
No. Yeah, like
so
I have
yeah,
astigmatism that constantly changes, so they can't really fix mine with surgery because the like mine's
yeah,
constantly changing and morphing, and it's
yeah.
it's
It's
annoying.
basically you have football shaped eyes, right? That's what
Um,
astigmatism is. It's like a football shaped eye. It's not round, right?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, it's your lens and
The
stuff has
retina.
been changed. Yeah, like all of it kind of changes shape. So that's where they're like every year my prescription changes, and they're like, well, it's every year it moves. So how are you going to fix that with surgery if every year it moves and changes
Yep,
shape? It's like you can't really fix
yep.
that.
So I
But
did
what I'm
find it really quickly. Award-winning therapy brings light into the darkness. Botund Raska and Jose Alain Zahel. They were honored for the international prize, the Nobel Peace Prize, um, for developing treatment for hereditary blindness. And it's saying in the near future they will be able to cure hereditary blindness using. They've developed a gene therapy for patients and light enhancing glasses as a visual prosthesis.
nice.
A patient who had
Yeah,
gone blind decades ago was able to
yeah,
perceive light stimuli from his environment again thanks to the treatment. So they're not there yet, but they're on the right track.
yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Well, one thing that I think is going to be coming down the line eventually are prescription glasses that you don't have to keep buying glasses every time. If your vision gets worse and worse over time, you'll be able to change the thickness of the lenses by simply clicking on a button, and therefore you could modify your prescription. Whatever the doctor tells you, that's what that would be nice. You buy glasses one time, it'll last for years. But it seems like sometimes you have to change glasses every couple of years. Just that way.
I
And
haven't
eventually,
my
huh?
prescription hasn't changed. My prescription hasn't changed for about 15 or 20 years now.
Do you wear glasses, Sandy?
Well,
I know that
and
sounds like something out of
contacts.
Get Who. Like, does
Most
your character wear glasses?
mostly contacts. That's why.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, I have
Oh
not been.
no.
I have to buy my contacts if I wear contacts.
I heard a oh no. That's not a good
Yeah,
sign.
yeah, because Karen's in the chat and she's saying she did not get a notification. That's not good.
Okay. So anyway, I gotta go through these real fast. Okay.
Yeah,
So
people are
Jeremy,
talking about the they're already talking about it in the chat.
sorry, we got kind of sidetracked. But Jeremy Latvala posts here. Seems it's been several years since I heard anybody talking about Mount Rushmore. I remember the coat on Washington being a big change for many. Yeah, me too. And the president is looking in different directions, but now it seems Roosevelt is looking directly at Lincoln instead of looking just ahead, while Lincoln is angled completely different from the other three. Even viewing from different angles, it just seems odd to me, I guess. Now, yeah, their faces seem like they're too close together, for one thing. But also, if you look at some of these other pictures here, I don't remember Washington looking so far to the right. I remember him kind of looking straight ahead, don't you?
He does seem to be
Uh,
looking a little bit closer. Yeah,
Like
like
he's
he's
looking more to the right. I remember him kind of looking here like I guess that's Thomas Jefferson, right? So I remember him looking more like straight ahead, like him, like this guy right here. And also, you remember there was that Mandela effect with their eyeballs. You remember their eyeballs look more real
Yes.
now.
Yeah, because there's like spikes inside their eyes.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. The spikes
Yeah, I
inside their
know.
eyes.
We covered them all. Yep.
I know.
That was just so weird. Yeah, the position of all of them
It's
just
all
looks
wrong.
off. They all look. It looks like somebody like dropped Mount Rushmore and like, oh no, quickly put them back together again.
Well,
Yeah,
who's to
also-
say?
Look,
Go back, Brian, to the last picture.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember the pile of gravel in front? Because I don't.
I don't know.
that was
It's
something I
tough to
haven't
say
thought
because
about.
see, in my mind, I had tunnel vision and I was only focusing on these four guys right here. I didn't pay attention to the area around them. So that's in the peripheral of my memory. So sorry. I wish I could answer better than that, Sandy.
Okay, I don't remember the gravel. I don't remember them chipping away at the mountain and just leaving everything there. That's all.
Right.
It's just,
But yeah.
it just looks weird. It's like they're all looking over George Washington's shoulder.
Yeah, I will say
Alright.
the weirdest part for me isn't his head, because his head was always positioned like that. Not always. We've covered the head like that. But if you go to the last picture, Brian, that you had up,
I'm sorry. I already closed it out, Sandy. I apologize.
it looks
You can
like
just talk about
it looks like his head is on Washington's shoulder now.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah, it looks
shoulders
like
are bigger, not the head. The head isn't different from the last time we covered it. It looks like his shoulders are bigger. And guys, if you want to see what I'm talking about, just hit rewind and you'll see it. His shoulders look gigantic now.
Yeah, we've
Like
got
the head isn't even centered with the jacket because the jacket is bigger. So, anyhow.
all right.
I haven't looked at it in a little bit. I used to look at it like every day, several times a day. Yeah.
All right, Esther, you're up.
Oh, sorry, I'm on looking at pictures. So, all right, let me get back to the show. So I sent a message and asked, or Sandy sent me a message and asked me about the Yellow Submarine last week. While looking at the Sgt. Pepper album, she noticed something off with two of their costumes, George and Paul to be specific. So, yeah, this is the Sgt. Pepper. Do you remember the gold button knot on Paul's costume or the giant square pin on George? Yeah, I was like, what in the world is wrong with these costumes?
In the chat, does anyone remember these things on their costumes? And I say gold knot or button, but it looks like a pacifier. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what it was. I was like, I just don't remember it being there.
It actually looks like something that I can't say, or I don't want to say. It looks bad.
Yeah.
It really looks bad. I'm going to say it looks like a pacifier.
Oh, wow.
A pacifier. Yeah.
Karen, sadly, I can't call you sadly. Karen says nope. Sadly, Karen.
Did we cover Reba McEntire yet? Name change? UFO guy spaceman was saying it's a change in spelling.
I will go see. I'm going to check. We've covered so much that I don't remember everything. I have no folder for that whatsoever. I can look for it. If I find residue, I'll cover it.
Yeah. He remembers Reba McEntire, MCINTYE. Sorry, TYRE, not MCENTIRE. So there's that.
I took a screenshot. That's what I do. Whenever someone has something in the chat, I screenshot it. I'm actually doing one today. And Overprotected is not able to chat because she's working. But Daniel is on the docket today.
So we're referring to the Beatles, right? These are the Beatles.
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta say, I don't really remember this. I'm sorry. I wish I could be a better help.
Well, this is one of those, like, it's such a famous album cover that I was like, I'm going to keep an eye on this because it is so famous and everybody knows this album so well, like overall general population, because it is one of their most notorious. Even people who don't know much about them have seen Sergeant Pepper because it's the one that everyone's like, look, this is the proof that Paul died or whatever. Look at all the changes, and everybody studied this album so much more than any of their other album covers. So I'm keeping an eye on their costumes, and I have the DVD that's got their Hello Goodbye song where they're all wearing their Sergeant Pepper album. So I'm like, I would have remembered this gold weird whatever thing that he's wearing. I can't even figure out what it is that he's wearing.
So Rory is saying it's been covered, but not sure by who. And I did look, I couldn't find anything. The only thing I can suggest is if it was covered, maybe it was covered in a live stream, because live streams don't show unless they put it in the description like we do. It doesn't show it's covered. You'd have to watch the whole live stream. So that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen this covered.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, what happened? Especially that weird looking thing on George. I remember them all getting something eventually, but it's just weird how they're the only ones that have something now. It's just weird looking.
So since the shout out, we have UFO guy Spaceman, Rory Helfand, Ryu Gamming's here, John Nada, and I think that's it in my chat, and Karen, sadly Karen, Eye Pockets as well. Brian, the Noise Guru is saying to please make Esther louder.
Yeah.
Esther, are you not loud enough?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not screaming, but I'm talking normal volume here, and I'm holding my laptop up to my face, but I can only get so close.
Is that better?
So, all right.
You guys hear her now?
So, all right. I guess I should probably read
Yes.
this. I honestly cannot say for sure. There is so much going on with the picture, but I will say the square pin looks wrong to me on George, and I remember it's 100% sure she's never seen these before and found residue. So yeah, it looks weird. And
Karen says, sadly, I'm old enough to remember this album. My husband had that album. That's why I am sadly Karen.
That's
Karen
oh, that's funny, John. Yeah, here you can see the residue where it's like, why don't these people have this weird thing on there? Yeah, he's wearing something, but it's not that huge, whatever that thing is, coaster.
Not sure what that is.
Okay, so the blue one is just connected to the white. It's just connected, like maybe it's pinned. But on her, she's got like a crest, a little, like it's crest shaped, and it's very small. It's not a big square.
They all
by
have
any
the
means.
crest. So I think for some reason they put it in the center for her instead of the side.
It might be the school. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember they all had like little pins on, and they were like different, like one thing for everybody, like but they weren't like huge, weird, little coasters. Like I said, it kind of looked like a coaster he's wearing.
Definitely not. Right?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I said, I've been looking at these for a long time, and they did all have, like I said, like a small pin on them, but they all had something. It was like a small little different pin that each one had for their own personality, but it was not this huge, weird. Like I said, that was weird. I sleep like a vampire.
I do.
Yeah. That's funny, Sandy.
Oh, that hurts.
All right, so credit goes to overprotected 1111 or 1111, however you want to look at that. Recently, the strangest Mandelas have been popping up, and this one is no exception. The song Daniel by Elton John is 100% Mandela in both overprotected and my opinion. So please fill in the blank. Daniel, you're a star in the blank of the sky. Does anybody know this song?
I don't want to. I know the answer. No, not hanging upside down.
No, I actually don't really know anything of Elton
Hey,
John for like one.
Wait, is Sadly Karen Melanie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I recognize the picture. I just
Oh my
yeah.
God.
All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know this song, or if I'd have to hear it maybe, but then
You're
that would
going to
defeat
hear
the
it.
purpose. What?
We're going to hear it soon.
Okay, but again, that would defeat the purpose of the Mandela effect, because you're supposed to, before you look it up, you're supposed to know it. You know.
So before we go any further, I can't see Brian's chat. Are there any answers in Brian's chat? If not, I will give you guys.
No, that's everybody who mentioned.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to
Okay.
go on mute. My little girl just came in and.
Oh, never mind then. I was going to give them a multiple choice, but you just flipped the card.
Well, it wasn't on the script. I'm sorry, Sandy.
I'm not. I can't put on the pictures, Brian.
Okay, you want to ask him real quick? Go ahead. Give him a multiple choice.
It's
That'll
too
help.
late. You're already there. Just go ahead.
Okay. All right. Did you say face? Okay, so let me go back to that. So let me fill in the blank. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. So if you know the song, most likely you will remember In the Face of the Sky, because those are the actual lyrics. The lyrics have not changed. The
No.
lyrics say, Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. What's different and completely wrong is that Elton John now sings In the Faith of the Sky. Have you ever heard face as faith in the song before?
Like I said.
Listen for yourself. Hold on. Listen for yourself. I can't help these things. They play automatically.
Mhm.
But anyway, listen for yourself. What do you hear? Because no matter how hard I try, I hear the TH in faith every. I hear the TH as well.
No, it sounds different now than when I just made this. It sounds different. When I made
Really?
this, it sounded like faith in the sky, and now I'm hearing faithful sky or faith of the sky. Listen to it.
I
You
hear
hear
the faith
faithful?
of the sky. I hear the faith of the sky, but I think it's because of his British accent. It makes it sound like
Right,
he's
but
saying.
it was
I hear the faith
But
of the
it was-
sky.
But it's face in the sky. In, guys. It shouldn't be of. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was in, and now
Yeah, it's just of. It's faith of the sky.
so I'm saying it's different from before when
The face of the sky, the face of the sky, the face of the sky.
Now
even
here
there
you
it's
can
saying
hear.
of.
Here
Yeah,
is how it
face.
should sound: a clear S for face, but there's one more clip.
In the face of the sky, in the face of the sky.
He does say of the sky right here.
Do me a favor, go back and check the lyrics, see if it says of or in.
Yeah, it does. Daniel,
Thank
you're a star in the face of the sky.
No way.
Are you saying it just changed?
No, I wrote of too. Why was I thinking in?
You're a star in the face of the sky is what you put.
That's what I'm saying. I wrote of, but why was I thinking in? Anyway, I'm hearing faithful too. Faithful.
Okay. I can hear face right here. Let me
I
see
hear
if I hear
both.
faith.
I can hear both depending on what I think. Even
I
looks
see.
like he's saying faith with his tongue.
I can hear
Watch,
both actually.
watch his
Yeah,
mouth. It looks like faith.
yeah. Listen, I can hear both. Either one. I can hear face and faith there. So, regardless, the recorded version sounds like faith, despite the lyrics always being face. And based on these two tweets, people have been hearing faith since at least 2019. So these people here, and I don't like that upside down star there, but from this person, but it says, Daniel, you're a star in the faith of the sky. And Goblin says here, Daniel, you're a star in the faith of the sky. Yeah, these are current reality.
Yeah, they're saying in. They're not saying of.
No, you're a star in the faith of the sky. But I mean, the lyrics say face. So which one is
He's
it?
saying of, though. He's saying, Daniel, you're a star of the face of the faith of the sky. And it's supposed to be in the face, not of.
Yes, go
Two
back.
words.
Do you see it? Go back, Ryan.
Yeah. What?
Everybody's saying in, and he's saying of. So it's two words change.
Are you saying there's of? Are you saying
back
there's
to the
two
song.
ofs?
Go back to the song. Go back to.
Yeah, he's saying of.
That's in the faith of the sky is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
That's what I'm hearing.
in the face.
Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. That's the lyric.
McGuire's
another
been
word.
covered, guys. Yep.
Yeah, most people say face.
Well, because it's supposed to be face. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But the song doesn't sound like face anymore. In the original recording, I definitely hear faith. And that's the one with the E. That's the original recording.
Well, faith doesn't make any sense in the song. Like it sounds like star in the face of the sky. Why would it be faith?
No, go back to the E one and play it again. It sounds like faith.
I know, I've heard it. It sounds like faith, but it doesn't make any sense.
I agree, it doesn't make sense. That's why I said these are weird Mandelas. It's an auditory Mandela.
Yeah, that's weird.
So thank you again to Overprotected 1111 or 111 sharing this.
Interesting. So what do you guys think? Comment below. Thank you again to Overprotected 1111 or 1111 for sharing this. Would somebody else like to proceed reading the next one?
Yeah, I'll read this one. But I do want to address, guys, McGuire was covered a couple years ago. I don't know if I covered it as well, but I know someone else found it first. I don't know who it was, though. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to start by saying this may not be a Mandela effect. But I find this a little strange, so I want to ask you anyway, and let you decide if this could be a Mandela or not. In what decade do you believe or remember tinfoil, specifically for food, being discontinued in favor of aluminum or aluminium for those not in the United States?
I don't know, 1920s, 30s.
Karen, I'm going to ask you to refrain.
Esther, can you read from my chat at all? Can you see my chat?
I'm out in the living room, and my Ben is like playing a video game, so I kind of have to stay on mute.
Gotcha.
A lot of screaming.
Okay, let me see if I see anything in my chat here. What do you guys say?
Karen.
We're looking for a timeline. So You can say 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, something like that.
Your best guess is fine.
Okay. Yes, we are live, guys. We are live.
Welcome, imaginary man.
Welcome, Prenta.
Sorry,
A couple
he did
Brenda.
with Fortnite, and he's playing with his friends. So.
Oh man, can I play too?
I'm wondering if people rewound the show and they're on a delay. Like remember we were talking about Mount Rushmore. I'm wondering if people rewound and didn't fast forward again.
Well, sometimes when you're joining live, it doesn't always bring you to the live. It sometimes brings you to the start of it. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have to go with 20s and 30s here. Anyone else?
UFO guy spaceman says 1940s aluminum.
Yeah.
I don't know an aluminum.
So aluminum foil. Some people say tin foil.
I don't know when it was invented. I just know that it's been here since I've been alive. So since the 80s.
And
I don't know.
Yeah, and High Pocket says I only remember aluminum foil, but we still say tin foil in these parts.
Hey, did Sandy noise guru is male or female?
I'm honestly not sure.
Okay, noise guru, are you male or female?
Let's see.
Sorry.
Hi, Ryan Spur. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah. Yes. So.
I love your Pikachu.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I have so much.
And it's the Pikachu with the right kind of stripe on it. Look, it's got the black stripe, right? On the tail.
Yeah, it's on the right spot.
Noise is male.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool, noise guru. Yeah.
Wow.
I hope you heal up real fast from this. I hope you do well with the surgery. You know, like I said, that. Oh man.
Still alive, but I get over eventually.
So I'm really actually wasting everyone's time right now.
Okay.
So
okay. What are you doing in the background, Sandy?
Nothing. I'm wasting everyone's time. You'll see. Go to the next slide.
Okay.
So here's the thing, everyone. Tin foil, as far as I can tell, has never existed. It was never sold to consumers for covering food. I can find tin cans, tin decorations, tin wrappers for gum, and even tin foil for dental application. But tin foil for your kitchen has never existed at all. So why do we call it that?
What?
Never existed.
I thought it did.
So did I. So the number one use of tinfoil that would have put the word in the general population's use was the phonograph. But again, literally nothing to do with food.
I don't know why we call it tinfoil. That's used in like almost about 50% of the time I hear tinfoil over aluminum foil. Not very many people, I guess because tinfoil is easier to say than aluminum foil.
Oh, wait, we're going to get to that. Oh, just hold your thought, Esther. Hold your thought. Because that's even in the slides.
Okay.
In fact, the only tinfoil on a roll I could find was the one for dentists. Now, it is possible I just couldn't find it, or there's no images left over from a long ago period in time. Of course, that could be the case, but based on my research, it has never existed for consumer use. And next slide, Brian. So why is tinfoil the same as aluminum foil? Why are they asking this? And I even put, it says popularity soared in the late 1800s and continued into the 20th century. It did leave a tinny taste on food, which was a significant downside. So where? What company sold it? What are you talking about? Because it's nowhere except for cans. And why do people call aluminum foil tinfoil? Again, I can't find a company. It's likely that the term tinfoil is simply a holdover from the last century. But it's not. The last century didn't have tinfoil. Like I said, there were tin cans, and tin in all forms began phasing out with the invention of aluminum products in 1910, with a complete discontinuation during World War II. Yet the term tin can, wow, persisted into my childhood, most likely from grandparents and parents saying it, which is what I assumed with tinfoil. However, tinfoil never existed, so I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Keep going. But I cannot find tinfoil. Now here's an old, like this would have been like in a kitchen where you put your wax paper, your paper towels, and aluminum foil in the 1940s and 50s. Here's a 1940s ad for Reynolds Wrap pure aluminum foil. So why would our grandparents and parents and younger me know and say tinfoil? Again, maybe in the 1800s, I don't know. I searched all week and found nothing. Why would we know a term for an item that never existed? And like you were saying, Esther, I don't know if I included this slide. I thought it was here. It might be the next one. Why wouldn't we just call it foil then?
Yeah.
It seems like if aluminum's too hard, just call it foil. Why do we have to add tin? Oh, it is here.
Yeah.
So one possible reason I heard was it was assumed to be tin because it was shiny. Maybe. There were tinfoil icicles for Christmas trees, which would be thin like the sheets, but I'm not entirely sold on this idea.
How long of a space was it when they stopped using tin to when they started using aluminum? I think I missed that.
Okay, so before I go further, they never used tinfoil in the home.
Like tin cans and stuff like that. And
1910 is when aluminum foil was released, and it was completely phased out during World War II because tin was needed for the war effort.
Yeah.
So by 1943, I believe, tin was not used anymore. So I just cannot believe people would start calling aluminum foil tin foil simply because it's shiny. Aluminum foil, in this reality at least, was the only product, again, that I could find, sold to consumers for kitchen use. If anything, wouldn't everyone just call it foil if aluminum foil was too hard? Why add tin? I can't understand this. So do you guys think it's a Mandela? That's the question.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at.
Is there
So
another
it's always been tinfoil?
No, it's never been tinfoil. Never
But what is
existed
it?
except for dental application.
So what is it
Dentists
then?
would get it. It's always been aluminum foil, Brian. It's always been aluminum.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like you drink soda cans, right? Everybody does.
Yeah, but we know they're aluminum.
No, they're actually made of tin.
No, nothing.
Look up the aluminum cans are mostly made of tin, and the little popper that you pop it open with, that's actually got more aluminum than the entire can itself.
Well, I'm just
It's an
looking
aluminum alloy, 3004.
I'm just wondering if maybe like why it was called tinfoil is because tin was popular for them in their age, and they just were just like continuing it. But like, well, it basically looks like the tins that we used to eat our food out of. So, but it's foil, so we're just calling it tinfoil. So I'm just wondering if maybe they just like, for whatever reason, put the two together.
Brian, no.
Yeah.
Soda cans are made of aluminum or tin-plated steel. Only 25% of the world population has the tin-plated steel, whereas 75% of the worldwide population is made of aluminum.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Most people don't know this, but the lining of the soda can is made of plastic. Did you know that?
No, I did know that actually. That I
Yeah,
knew
I thought we
because
covered
remember
that.
Yeah.
I covered the magic cans, the Coke
Yeah.
magic cans. Remember?
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
All
like,
right.
what?
No. Okay. So apparently I had that wrong. So then I looked it up. Tin is not really used with modern day soda cans. So maybe it was a thing of the past. I don't know.
That's
But
what
a
I'm trying to
tin
tell you.
can.
Tin was phased out in World War II.
Okay.
So anyway, again, here's another article: tin foil versus aluminum foil. What's the difference? The difference is tin didn't exist. It didn't exist. Why is there even an article about it? So I'm throwing it to you guys. Do you think it could be a Mandela effect? A memory that persisted for an item that was never in this reality? Or do you believe people just called it that, or it caught on over time? More importantly, if you find anything, any pictures of antique boxes of tin foil for the home, ads, anything, please send it to me so I can issue a correction. But I have been searching and can't find anything. And that's just weird. Esther, you want to read?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just reading the chat for a second just to kind of
It's okay.
I missed some of that since we were reading the other stuff. Yeah, High Pockets was saying, I was born in the 50s. My parents taught me the word. We all became our parents. People say tin cans too for all cans. That's where I was like, well, maybe it was because they had tin when they were little and they just continued going, oh, well, it's like a foil. Oh, it's like a tin foil instead of a can. It's foil now. So I'm like, maybe that's
how it evolves.
Yeah, it's like that's possible. Like, because
That's what I'm saying. That was my thing where I said that maybe because it's shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I don't know if I buy that
version of it instead of a hard can. It's now in foil form. That's where.
But see the thing is when Reynolds Wrap and aluminum foil was released, they overly advertised that it was aluminum or aluminium outside the U.S.
I think it's just.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just thinking like people are just like, there's like, whatever. We just, especially like during like the 50s and 60s and stuff like that, where most people would just be like, it's whatever. It's a new product. It's a newfangled thing. We just call it whatever. Kind of like people call pop instead of soda or what. I feel like it's just kind of like one of those, it was a generational thing where they're like, it's tin. It's tin. Who cares if it's whatever you want to name it. It's like, yeah, I feel like that might have been just like a throwaway name. So that is one possibility of, and not saying it's not a Mandela effect, just saying that is a possibility of the name change. Just might have been just, they're like, oh, it's like tin, just thinner. That's why we're going to call it tin foil.
And I do want to say, I'm not saying tin didn't exist. I know the Tin Man, Tin Roof, tin buckets. Of course, tin existed. I'm saying tin foil for food never existed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just my possibility of why it's called that. But I don't know. I wasn't there when the word just kind of like became a word. So if only I could go back in the past and be able to say, hey, why is this called this?
So really quickly before you start, we have Bellador Senix and Digital Man and Preliminal just popped in the chat. Seeing if I missed anybody. I can't see Brian's chat. If you guys are in Brian's chat, hello. I'm sorry, I can't see you. I think that's it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. Prienta. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Bella. Did you have that one over in your?
Printa Ivanovic. I think it's Ivanovic. Tinfoil hat. Yeah.
I can always say it in my head. I'm just really bad at reading out loud.
Every time I picture those tinfoil hats, I picture Hershey Kisses on people's heads.
Oh yeah, tinfoil hats are made of aluminum too.
Well, wait, what about Hershey Kisses?
Huh?
What about Hershey Kisses? What are they made of?
Brian.
Those are aluminum. They've been using aluminum.
Everything's aluminum.
No, they're made of chocolate. It was a trick. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
What it was wrapped in.
Well, you
That's
probably
what we were
can find
thinking
an aluminum Hershey Kiss ornaments. Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead,
that's
Esther.
true.
of. Yeah, the ones that are made of
I
aluminum.
was just messing with you, Sandy.
I know.
Have you ever heard of luminous tornadoes? Described as a tornadic electrical phenomenon, there have been multiple witness accounts describing the tornadoes as glowing orange or blue, with one report claiming a tornado glowed rainbow with the colors constantly changing. What the?
So that's the old presentation. I just wanted to refresh people's memories in case they missed it. And
Yeah,
the
because you
new
said that
presentation's in pink, so go for it.
What?
Oh gosh. Yeah, that
I've never seen that. Was it? Is that a radiant?
that looks like.
You get some uranium or something?
Like
Did you
I
guys
said,
ever see Thor? Did you guys see Thor Ragnarok? That looks like the devil's anus.
I can't
What?
remember. I think I watched it. I think I
so a
did.
little while, go back, we didn't read the
Oh.
slide, Brian. So
Yeah.
a little
Okay.
while ago, I covered a phenomenon on this version of Earth where tornadoes can glow from within.
Not unless
And
they
that was
go
the
to
slide. That was one of the slides.
like nuclear plant or something. I mean, what?
No, well, we're going to have pictures on the next slide. Go ahead, Brian.
Hershey Kisses are made with love.
So here's
Yeah,
the
right.
phenomenon and the paintings and photographs. Go ahead, Esther.
There are several reports, a drawing, and even photos of this supposedly happening, yet no one remembered this phenomenon from their past.
When I covered it, yeah.
I'm going to ask those of you who do not believe in space, that do not believe space is real, who believe we have never been to other planets with rovers, count me in, and those just beginning to question these things, to please put those beliefs aside for 1 minute.
And that is an actual photograph of, Brian, go back a second. This is the only photograph of it was a double luminous tornado. I believe it was Palm Sunday. I covered it in the last presentation.
Wow.
And supposedly those are real luminous tornadoes, those twin tornadoes. And someone actually took a picture of it glowing at night. So anyway, go on. Okay, Esther.
Wow. Just play along, okay? Great, thank you. Okay, so I have video footage from the surface of Mars to show you. NASA scientists are super excited because it shows a dust devil on Mars. Holy cow. Okay, and the dust devil glows. So not only is it the first video footage of a dust devil on Mars, but also the first video footage of a tornado or dust devil exhibiting the glow that many reported. That later parts is much more interesting, or the latter part's much more interesting, and it is the reason I'm even talking about this. What the?
Yeah, I
well,
wanted
we've
everyone
heard.
to see a glowing dust devil. So whether you can believe it's on Earth, on Mars, wherever, but it's a glowing dust devil, and I wanted to show people.
Yeah, well, I've heard about tornadoes like destroying transformers and stuff like that when they hit like electrical things, and then they'll sort of light up a little bit when they knock out the electricity.
Yeah, because
But
they're
I've never
hitting.
heard of these glowing tornadoes. No.
No.
Are we sure that's not a ghost? It's a weird being from another. Well, not
Oh
another.
yeah. If you want to entertain, listen. If you want to entertain yourself, speaking of ghosts, there's this thing. It's called Ghost at the Gas Station. It's pretty interesting, but what it actually was, well, I can't say. Go ahead, you have to check it out. Ghost at the Gas Station on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched that before. It's getting cold in my room.
Do you guys remember these dust devils?
Glowing. Do you remember tornadoes and dust devils glowing like this in your past? They never did in mine, and I can't believe they had video footage of one now, regardless of where it actually is.
Can I share my picture of the devil's anus?
Oh my God, Brian. Mm-hmm. And Noise Guru says it's Taz.
Yeah, doesn't tell.
You'll see. You'll see what I mean, Sandy, when I present over here. Okay, so have a look. That's the devil's anus from the movie Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, it's red sprites with the new pulse light that it makes called elves.
Yeah, but it looks almost absolutely like what you were talking about with the sort of like with the tornado glowing. That's what I immediately thought of.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
All right, and this is the last one I think we have, right, Sandy?
Yes.
Last but not least, credit Anita MacFarlane, my mother. Years ago, Moneybag73 found that the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" had several lyric changes. Now, Anita, my mom, has found a new one. I looked but didn't find anyone else covering this. So please fill in the blank. I don't care if I ever never get back. Blank, it's root, root, root for the home team.
Oh, shoot. It should not be there.
What?
So, guys, ignore it.
Okay.
It should say, I don't care if I ever / never get back. Blank, root, 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 for the home team.
For the home team. Anybody been to a ball game and recognized this song or heard it before?
Oh, I don't remember the word now.
Hey, Robert Wood, welcome.
Hi, Robert Wood.
UFO guy says got picked up by a dust devil in Florida and dropped on head at age 12. It may explain a lot.
I hope not. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
That sounds horrible, yeah. Okay. So do we have anybody know this song? Blank, it's root, root, root.
So
Sadly, Karen says so. So it's root, root, root.
It's for
and Bellator Senex says and it's so
guys,
we have
I'm telling you to ignore the word it's unless you remember it's.
High Pocket says let me root, root, root for the home team. Okay. Preliminal says I don't remember root in the song.
Really? I just remember root, 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 and that's it. Just like that's all the word. I don't remember anything before it.
Okay. Okay, so this is the again, this plays automatically. Sorry about that. But there's many words wrong in this song. Out with, or to the crowd. Cracker Jack versus Cracker Jacks. If I never or ever get back, were the original changes. But here is the original recording up to never get back. So listen to this.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Okay, take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
It was 2.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
Care if I never.
I don't care if I never.
It was
get
ever.
Back, I guess the word. Yeah. Wait, what?
I said yeah. So I remember out to the crowd. Cracker Jacks. If I ever get back, I remember that.
That's what I remember. I remember ever get back. Yeah. And
right.
I remember,
all of these were covered by Moneybags.
Yes, and I covered it too. Back earlier when we were doing YouTube's. I covered it.
Hi, Michael Fontaine.
And now, for its root for the home team has suddenly become let me root.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Yeah, with the crowd is totally wrong to me. It's take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd for sure.
Oh, wait, you're gonna wait. Just listen, guys. So, for those of you who don't know the song, for 1,000,000,000%, it was for its root. Wait, for its root.
Yeah.
Root. Root. Okay, so
for
its root for the home team. You have to go with the beat. For its root for the home team is now let me root for the home team. So now
no, that's so wrong. That's so wrong.
Some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never
No. Let me root
It
for
was
the home.
for
No.
its root in my
Yeah, and I
past.
remember
Anita's.
I remember going through this song, Sandy. It was always for its.
I know.
Home team, if they don't win, it's a shame.
If they don't win, it's a shame. That's correct.
For it's 1, 2,
For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball
3
game.
strikes, you're out at the old ball.
And for its is still there with 1,
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
here's the thing. I want you to look at the top of the screen. Take me out. 2 is crossed out and with is written on top. These are the original
Yes.
written lyrics.
Yes. But the other thing is, Sandy, I remember at the all ball game. Some people might remember all ball game.
No, it was always old for me.
Well, I don't know. That could have been just me mishearing it, but I kind of remember at the all ball game.
I believe you, but for me it was always old.
What do you remember, Esther?
Well, Old Ball Game is I barely know the song, but Old Ball Game is how I've always sang it. And it would make sense because Old Ball Game is because it's an old traditional ball game compared
Right,
to
it
all
makes
ball.
sense.
That wouldn't really like.
I
make sense.
bet you we could find some people singing it all ball game though. I guarantee you.
Look at the cover of this album, everyone.
Oh my goodness, it's all Mandela.
It is so Mandela.
And the cover of the album, yep. Look at that G swallowing the A.
Mm-hmm. It also looks like a C, not a G.
Does anybody remember baseball being 2 words? I remember 1 word.
It was always 1 word for me. But back then, it was 2 words.
Wow. Yeah, they crossed out 2 and put with.
Yes, they did.
What in the world? Yep, let me root for the home team. That's so wrong. No. For its root for the home team.
And it's now.
And we'd say 4 again. There'd be 2 4s in there. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the all ball game.
No, that's not. Listen, it was take me out to. It repeated.
Okay.
Take me out
Let's
to the
just.
ball
I know.
game.
Let's just sing it together. Can we all get together and sing it? And,
No,
and
Brian. Brian, it's easier to speak this. Listen.
No.
No.
Sandy, I'm saying let. I think we
What?
have a few karaoke fans out there that want to sing this. Okay, so can we sing it all together the way we remember?
You can.
Take
I am going to
me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for its root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the all ball game. And some people might remember old ball game, but that's fine.
Okay, but
Most
what
of you
I
guys
want to
probably
point
remember
out
old ball
is
game.
that was very good, Brian.
Thank you.
But I do want to point out. So it used to be take me out to.
Yes.
And then for its root, so there was repeating in both places, and now it's like they were like, you know what, we don't want any repeating, let's just change these parts.
I'm surprised in the original lyrics they didn't cross it out and put let me, because that's what it is now.
Okay, let me just doesn't sound. It just sounds weird.
And I have to say the reason why my mom how my mom found this one, we were recently at a because I live over here right by a ballpark. We have our home team, the Redstone. What is it? Not Redstone. Anyways, so we live by a ball field, and the beginning of the game, before they start, of course they do the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever, and then they do the national anthem, and then they do this song for its root for the home team. That changed to let me root for the home team. I'm surprised people were still singing it. Like they were still chiming in. Like, oh dang, this is odd. So yeah, both me and my mom kind of looked at each other like, wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
But let me is just like, let me, like, please let me do this.
No, it's actually separating you. It's actually separating you from the group of people. Like you're there to be part of the group. It's like take me out with the crowd versus to the crowd. You're already with the crowd, and you're joining a bigger crowd. I don't know. Anyway, so
I have to say, I also have a dual memory. They both sound right to me. But I
Well,
remember
with the
Take
crowd?
Me Out to the Crowds with an S.
no,
I
I
kind of
remember
remember
crowd.
Crowds. Like I said, it's dual. I remember them both. They both sound right.
Yep, I'm gonna have to kind of breeze through this. So I think we're at the last one here, the last slide.
It is. This is correct.
So if anyone else has
do.
previously covered this, we greatly apologize. I did. Sandy says I did everything extensively, but found nothing but for it's and let me. Thank you again to Anita, my mother, for sharing her find. So if you're out
Yeah.
there, thanks, Mom.
For its
Oh, look,
root,
at the
it's
top.
for
Where?
its root, it sounds like it fits perfectly because it's like you're rooting for your team for you're rooting. Like if you say
Right.
let me, it's like I don't know, it just
Right.
changes the
You need
entire
permission.
yeah, like let
Yes.
me just root for them, please.
Look,
Like you're begging, and the other one is like you're part of something.
don't close it, Brian.
I'm not
Sorry,
going to
Esther.
close
He's
it.
going to close the
I will
slide.
have.
I got to stop him.
I just got to step away for a minute, okay?
I just want to point out that it's crowds at the top. Do you see it?
Yes.
Take me out to the crowds with an S. I
That
do
one
have a
I
dual
don't-
memory of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Esther.
For me, I don't know the song that well enough to know if it was crowd or crowds. But like I said, just listening from a logical listening to the lyrics standpoint, even if I didn't know anything about the song, if you were like, okay, would it be this one or this one to like stay harmonious in the song? The for its root is the only way that part makes sense. Then you say let me. It just I don't know. It's just like I get it, like it's your last time going to the thing. Like let me just one last time say root for my team, I guess. Like
Yeah,
almost like
because
a dying
otherwise you're
something.
asking permission. It doesn't sound right to me at all.
Yeah, it sounds like your dying wish is to go to the baseball game, and compared to for its root. So or let's root. I could see let's root because they'd be like, let's do this. No, not let me. It just I don't know when it just puts a really negative connotation on it when you put it that way. You have to almost like pull back and like regroup your brain to make it positive again. It just sounds wrong. I know Brian stepped away. So
And I'm guessing in this reality, they didn't like the fact that it was for its root for the home team. They didn't want the fours twice. But that's what it was for me. It was never let me. It was always for its root.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would have to. It's one of those songs that I just kind of like miss the lyrics, so I'm not 100%. But like I said, just logically taking a step back, just going for it just fits. It just when you say it, and it's just like, yep, that makes sense.
Sorry guys, I'm back.
It's
Awesome.
okay. High Pockets. I get it. If it was like that long ago, and over time it changed, but it's always been let me. People still sing let me today. Like and I've never heard let me in my life.
I thought it was let's root, but like I said, I can't imagine it being let me. Like that just I don't know. I mean, I think I've sung it like let's root for the home team. You know, like let's do that. Like, hey, you know, that totally makes sense. But like I said, when I say let
That
me,
would
I don't
make
know.
more
It's just
sense to me. It would make more sense to me, but it was always for it for me. Always.
I mean,
$1,000,000%.
it might have been me saying let's because I couldn't remember the words very well. So I never would have said let me. that's just not something I would say. Like I said, it puts a negative connotation on the song. Compared to if you say, let's root for the home team, which I hear quite often. Let's root for that's something people say. Let's go and cheer them on. That's a positive thing. But when you say, let me, it just totally takes everything and just makes it so negative. It literally changes it.
Yeah. Let me, like you're not allowed to.
Yeah. Like, let me for the last time. Like, it just brings the entire song to, it was never a negative song for me. Like, it was always one of those positive, like, if this is my last time going to the ballpark, but that's what it kind of sounded like. Like, if this is my last time, like, if this is the last thing I get to do, basically the last time I'm here, but it always had a positive feel to it. Like,
Right.
it might be my last time, but I'm going to make the best of it. Like,
But
this is the best thing ever. So
for me, it's not about the last time. Let me sounds like you're not allowed to root for your team.
yeah, that's
You're
where
not allowed to. You're
really
asking
negative.
permission.
I'm like, that just makes it a negative song now. Like, now I've just put myself into depressing mode because it's like, let me for the last time. It just sounds wrong. It just sounds like you've taken a cancer patient and their last dying wish. Can you just let me just cheer without you getting on my case? It's like, it just has just such a, I don't know, it just bottoms out for me, and it just makes that song just kind of, it's a depressing song now. Just changing that one word or two words, it literally does, like, in my mind. So, I mean, I don't know about other people, but for me, that does take it down a notch. Like I said, it was always a cheerful, let's all do this, be the most positive song, even if it's my last time going and I never ever get to go back to the thing, the baseball thing. I need the best of it. That's what it always had. Like, cheer them on. That was the whole.
Guys,
And it
sorry,
couldn't be.
but
Wait a second. It couldn't be us, because then they'd have to change the beginning. Take us out to the ball game. The whole thing's about take me. So it would have to be me at that point, not let us.
Yes, Sandy, not to cut you off, but I want to. We'll do another giveaway this week, a $5 gift card to Amazon. So whoever the person who will be picked. Actually, if you want to participate, it's free to participate. You don't have to no strings attached. Put hashtag baseball, just how I have it here in the chat, and you'll be automatically entered in the drawing.
Are previous winners allowed to participate, Brian?
Previous winners, please do not participate. If you have won before recently, do not do it. Anyone else?
We're going to say recently, as in the last month.
In the last month, yes. That sounds a lot better. The last month.
Hi, 4Jacks. Sorry, we have new people commenting, and I decided to.
Welcome, 4Jacks.
Yeah, so far, guys, we have 2 entries. So let's keep them coming. We got 3.
Hi, Hebrew.
Let's see.
If you didn't hear me earlier.
Hey, Sheriff of YouTube. Good to see you.
Oh, he's on your
Sandy,
yes.
Sandy, you're allowed to participate too.
No, I don't feel comfortable participating.
Okay, we're at 4 entries.
I'll just send you a.
As we get to, if we can, guys, if we can get to 20 entries, we'll go ahead and do the drawing. Come on, guys!
More than 20
Everybody
people watching, but I do know. You know what? I'm gonna enter overprotected, because overprotective is working, and
okay.
And so I'm entering overprotected 1111.
What about Noise Guru? Is he still around?
Yes.
Did he have to go away because of his hospital stay?
I think Noise Guru should be able to enter, Brian.
I think you're right.
I haven't seen him comment in a while, so I don't know if he had to. Did he leave?
Okay.
Nope.
Guys, let's get
He
more
wrote,
entries.
I won't. I want you to, though, Noise Guru. Make sure you put an entry in.
As soon as we get to 20, I'll do the drawing. We have 31 people watching right now. Surely we can get to 20.
If I come up, overprotected wins.
So you're in a way you're overprotected, right?
You're overprotecting.
No, I'm protecting.
Let's get those entries up. Come on, guys.
Hey, AJ girl.
As soon as we get to 20, we'll draw.
Last
We're at
5.
11.
Hi.
You have to do
Hey, Lance Flyboy.
baseball. Hashtag baseball, guys.
Again, hello to everyone in Brian's chat. I can't see you.
I'm trying to say it as I'm seeing there.
Okay, we're at 13. 7 more. Sorry, what were you saying, Esther?
Oh, I'm just trying to shout out whenever I see a new name pop up. So, Robert T. Wood. Hi. Don't you just hashtag baseball?
Yeah, you just do hashtag baseball for a $5 gift card. That's what we're drawing for right now.
I know what you're saying, High Pockets. I get it.
Okay, we're at 15 entries. Come on, guys. 5 more. Wait, what are we at? 16? Let me know when we get up to 20, okay? I'll hit the draw button. Come on, guys.
Hey, Gemini 79.
That's for you, Hebrew. Gemini, hi.
18.
We're really close.
Come on, guys. 2 more. I know some of you guys may be watching on the TV. That's fine if you can go on to your
anything on Sandy's chat, Brian? Because would you be able to put at the? Because I don't know if the people in Sandy's chat are saying stuff that maybe aren't showing up in our chat.
Yeah, I think it's very possible. Let me just post this to all destinations.
Yeah, I just want to. I would hate for people in Sandy's chat to not be able to get something because it wasn't like transferred over to hers.
Oh well, no, it's always. Brian, why'd you enter me?
I did because I wanted to.
Okay, but no, there's everybody who's won so far has been in my chat.
If that says any odds, yes, the odds are in Sandy's favor.
I just would hate for like I said, for people in Sandy's chat putting it in and they're not getting entered. So
all right, we're at 19. Come on, 1 more, guys. Come on, let me hit the draw button.
Not this season yet. Oh.
All right, let's see who it is. Let's see who it is.
Oh.
Bellator Cemex. Congratulations. You are the winner.
Yes, congrats.
Yay, congratulations, Bellator. So email me at mandelaeffectawareness@gmail.com. Let me post that here in the chat.
Yeah, it's a long name, I know.
Yeah, mandelaeffectawareness@gmail.com, and you will get the prize. I'll send it to you in the next 10 minutes or so. Just go ahead and send me the email. Congratulations to our winner this week. Keep watching. There'll be plenty more. Sometimes we do 2 drawings. We'll just see how we play it by ear.
Hi, Swan Man.
Hockey.
I will be doing a community post asking if you guys would like us maybe once a month to do a daytime show. Because I know there's some of you that can't make our nighttime shows, so maybe we can do this once a month or something. Do a daytime show instead. So I'll put a poll up on my community page, and if you guys want to let us know if you'd rather have a day, like not that we're going to switch to daytime. We're going to stick to Friday nights, but maybe once a month or something we'll do a daytime show if enough people want us to do it.
Thanks, Super Mario.
Tonight, I'll be doing another show, the After Dark show with Jeff. So, Brian, you're welcome to join. Esther, you're welcome to join, but I don't know if you guys can. It's going to be late. But, yeah, so if you guys want to see another show tonight, it's going to be a little different. It's not going to be a total repeat of what we're doing tonight. It's more... you guys,
Sandy, I think
more the chat leads the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we've had a larger turnout this time than usual, and it's because other channels that are out there with the Mandela community they're not posting at the same time. So I think Saturday morning might actually work for us. We'll have to see if that works for Jeff too. But we could do it random times if we want, you know. But we'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, just always look for the. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel and Sandy's channel in case I can't do a show. Sandy will do a show on her channel and vice versa. You know, so but we will be letting you guys know when the next broadcasts are. So make sure you hit the bell and subscribe. Okay.
But we will be here next Friday, like normal. So next show for here is Friday night. And then again on my channel will be a show tonight, just on my channel. And that's about it. And then Brian.
Any other closing comments, Esther?
Oh no, I know I do like the best thing about Saturday morning is I don't have to worry about going to bed late and trying to wake up the next morning. Because I know we're all in so many different time zones. So.
Yeah, I think Jeff works Saturday mornings like all the time. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to do Saturday morning at all. But that's why I'm saying maybe once a month we can do a Saturday morning.
Yeah. But that's where since we switched it to Fridays, it's like, well, at least Saturday I typically don't do a lot in the morning. So for me, it's like, well, if I slept in, because I'm staying up late on Friday. But yeah, I mean, also, what works great for the chat as well. So, because I know we want to have more people come and be able to, share in the live experience. I know for me, rewatching something that's been pre-recorded isn't always as much fun as being able to actually experience it and comment and allow us to be able to communicate with people as well. And that's awesome to be able to communicate with the chat. And
Best part. I agree. Best part is being able to talk with the chat.
Yeah, and sometimes you guys really have some funny things to say. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Gosh, they do.
Yeah.
And again, guys, please pray for Noise Guru.
Yeah.
You are definitely going to be in my prayers. Please keep us updated. Let us know you're okay. And I think that's it for tonight. For today, not tonight. Tonight there's a show.
Well, just remember, every day is a new challenge, and it's a fresh canvas. Or is it a Berenstain canvas? Either way, embrace the mix-ups that we have, laugh at the alternate realities, and let today be a leap forwards towards your most Mandela Effect worthy life. So again, have a great, fantastic day, everyone. We look forward to seeing you guys this coming Friday. Have a great day, and God bless everyone.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Hi.
Bye.